Hello, my lovelies. How are you? I've noticed that nobody has been posting any videos, which makes me extremely sad because I can't see you and I can't hear you. I can't even text you because this happened to things. This is what my life is right now. My phone is in two parts instead of one, which is problematic. Because I wanted it to break so that I could get an iPhone, and so I just kept throwing it at things until it slid like diagonally, and then it just broke into two pieces. And when it was still a working phone, like after it broke, when it had the battery in it still, this part would buzz if you called me or texted me, but I couldn't see what it said because of this. That was dead. So, you are now talking to the owner of a brand new iPhone 5S Silver. Everybody, let's watch as I... Ready? Oh, did you see that thumbprint recognition? We are on the edge of a whole new era, I'm telling you. Anyway, I have the same number, but I don't have any contacts because of the Great Phone Massacre of 2013. So if you could all, kindly text me your numbers, that way I can let you know about my life, which is what I'm doing in this video, because I need visual aids for this. I have some of the craziest stories to tell you, and you're not even going to believe me unless you see me tell them with visual aids. So here we are. Anyway, first let's talk about this beautiful new case. Look at that. It has almost all of my favorite things on it. Elephants. I love elephants. You guys know that. Spouting a heart-shaped balloon of color flowers out of its trunk, which is really cute. Also note the newsprint background. It's really hipster. Actually, it's just my temporary case. I'm waiting for that life-proof case to come out for the 5S because we all know that I need that. I know myself. I know I need that. You know I need that. So let's get down to the storytelling part of... I have allergies. That's not my story. The storytelling part of my video, which is first, Kaylee, aka my roommate, who's not here. She's doing like a psych study right now. Her grandmother knew that we were running out of food, which you can see up there. All we have left is like this 5-pound bag of candy and a whole box of ramen noodles and a jar of pretzels and a whole box of hot chocolate. So clearly we're starting. Sent us a 45-pound box of food. 45 pounds of food. She sent us 45 pounds of it. Among which was this bag of craisins. This bag of craisins is larger than my face. And she doesn't like craisins, so those are my craisins. I get to eat all of these. These are my craisins. I already sent a picture to Olivia, and she told me she's having an aneurysm. So, then there's like 2 boxes of goldfish and like multiple other bags of dried fruit and a package of soup that weighs more than a baby. So I don't ever need to leave my dorm room again to eat in my life because we have the entire Sam's Club in our dorm room today. Let's see what else. I'm saving my big story for last. James was supposed to come visit me this weekend. He was supposed to go to the Charlottesville Film Festival, I think. Weintraub told him to go. But he can't come because he has Cappy's stuff. So instead, I will be watching all of the Batman movies with my friend Emma, who broke her collarbone. She's the one in my profile picture. It's a bad story. She played Quidditch and like 200-pound guys tackled her and snap. And she can't move her left arm and her left arm, and it's sad. We all help her. But so I'll be doing that. Oh, and also his brother and his girlfriend are coming down for a wedding, so they're gonna take me to breakfast. We're going to the Pigeonhole. At least fingers crossed, because that's the place we all went together. Except for Corinne. I miss you. But I'm going to get Viber on my iPhone so we can talk face to face. I really miss your voice. I miss all of your voices, mostly because you haven't posted videos. What? Who said that? Okay. Anyway, on to my main story. This story involves a lot of information about UVA that I'm going to have to explain. Because everyone except for Maddie is probably not super familiar with it, even though you came to visit. Okay, so for at least Olivia and Sky, and Corinne, there is a dining hall. It's called O Hill. It is literally right outside my bedroom window. Like, I went today and I got food and came back in 9 minutes. That's how fast I can do it. So, anyway, at the dining hall, on Friday mornings, there is, if you go for breakfast, if you swipe in to eat breakfast, or like get a to-go box, you can answer a music trivia question. So there's like a little table set up, there's a clue on the table, and you can answer a music trivia question. So let's keep that in mind. I'm going to explain something else, and then that has stuff to do with our story. There's also an employee that works at the dining hall, and his name is Dean. And he is old, and he has a ponytail, but everything up here is bald. Dean often swipes your card so fast that he has to go back and do it again, or sometimes he does it like crazy where he puts it like on his head and then swipes it. So people call him Double Swipe Dean. Double Swipe Dean. That's what people call him. Okay? So anyway, now that you know that, he usually works in the morning during breakfast. So on the Friday morning, the week before Halloween, I went to the dining hall. I don't usually go on Friday mornings. I usually just have class and then I come back and sleep. I was like, oh, I'm hungry. I'm going to get a to-go box. So my friend and Joy and I went to the dining hall. And I was like, hey, how you doing? Double Swipe Dean was there. He swiped me in. I was like, oh, it's Friday morning. I'm going to do the music trivia. So I went over to the table, and there was a clue there. And I was reading it. And I was like, this is a musical. It is often shown at midnight. It has the largest cult following. And I was like, Rocky Horror Picture Show. I know the answer. So I was like, hey, I know the answer to this question, Dean. And he was like, okay, what is it? And I said, Rocky Horror Picture Show. And he said, good job. Now, usually, because I've done it like once or twice before, when you do the music trivia and you win, you get a candy bar. And they just give you like a big Hershey's bar. I was like so ready for my chocolate bar. I was ready to eat it. I needed that chocolate bar. And he goes, we're out of chocolate bars. He said, I could either give you a voucher for a chocolate bar another time, or I could make you a mix CD of songs. So I looked at Joy, and we looked at each other, and we were like, okay, I'll do the mix CD of songs. So, like, mix it up a little bit. He was like, do you want random songs, like any songs, or do you want, like, a Halloween mix? And I picked the Halloween mix because I thought that was, like, slightly less creepy, even though the whole situation, now that I'm thinking back on it, is creepy times 8,000. But I was like, oh, yeah, Halloween. Like, Halloween's coming up. That's not super weird. So I had to, like, write down my name and write down my email so that he could email me when this was ready to pick it up at the dining hall. So, you know, I go about my business. I get my food. I leave. Week later, it's the Wednesday before Halloween. I get an email. He's like, everyone, your CDs are ready for pickup. So at least, like, I wasn't the only one who did this. It's made me feel like 10 times better at the whole situation. So I'm like, oh, Joy, let's go get my CD. It's morning. Let's go, like, swipe in. I want my CD. I want to see what this is like. So we go. And Double Swipe Dean is dressed as Santa Claus. I guess for, like, Halloween purposes. The whole dining hall is decorated and everything. And he's, like, giving, like, candy to children. He's giving candy to children out of his bag. Like, he has a bag of candy. So we go in, and I'm like, hey, like, I got an email, like, my CD's ready. He's like, oh, yeah. He's like, yours is the only one with cover art. He didn't wink, but I'm just gonna. Mine is the only one with cover art. Here comes Exhibit A. This is my Halloween trivia disc from Double Swipe Dean. On the inside He also, I think he tried to decorate the CD, but he wasn't good. I'm pretty sure those are supposed to be fangs. And that's like fancy writing. You know, he like tried to do some cool writing on the disc. So I'm like, oh, thanks. Like, you know, all right, yay. So I get my food. I'm going. Like, Joy and I are walking out. I'm reading the back of the CD. I'm like reading the track list. He made a track list for me. It's like normal stuff, like the Monster Mash, Frankenstein, Back in Black. I'm like, okay, this is like, you know, that's really nice of him. And I read down to the last song on the list. The last song on the list is called Santa Claus Wants Some Lovin'. Who was dressed as Santa Claus? Let's review that again. Oh, that's right. Double Swipe Dean was dressed as Santa Claus. Who made this CD? Oh, yeah, Double Swipe Dean made this CD. And what's the last song on it? Santa Claus Wants Some Lovin' is the last song on this CD. So, now I've concluded that Double Swipe Dean has a creepy old man crush on me, and I can never go back to my dining hall to eat. And I will starve. So this is why I need the 45-pound box of food. At the end, if you find me dead in a ditch, it was Double Swipe Dean's fault. Naturally, now, my whole hall knows the story, and whenever they see me, they start singing the song, Santa Claus Wants Some Lovin'. So I thought that I would play it for you, and comment on it as it plays, so you can see just exactly how creepy this is. Ready? Okay.
I love carols.
Okay. It's like a hillbilly Santa Claus song.
Well, Mama's in the kitchen cooking. Children are upstairs asleep. It's just about time for old St. Nick to make his midnight creep. Yeah, Santa Claus wants some loving.
Santa Claus wants some loving.
Oh, Santa Claus wants some loving, baby.
Santa Claus wants some loving.
Yeah, come on, give some to old St. Nick.
No, okay, I'm
Oh, it might be that he got human name.
Okay, I can't listen to that anymore. It makes me physically ill. So, please never sing that to me or put it on any kind of mixed CD. I love you, bye!